Hi, this year, 2023, is the 20th anniversary of the International Macrobiotic School. So I thought it'd be great to give you a quick history of the International Macrobiotic School. I actually got interested in macrobiotics in 1980, really fell in love with it, trained in it, started teaching it in about 1984, and I've been teaching it ever since. Around 84, 85, I was also practicing shiatsu, partly for economical reasons, that it was easier to earn money with shiatsu than macrobiotics. And I was supporting a family at that time. I went more into shiatsu alongside teaching macrobiotics and started the Devon School of Shiatsu, which I ran for 29 years and trained about 250 shiatsu practitioners, many of which are still practicing today and have careers, and even started at the schools themselves. So I was teaching macrobiotics all the way through that, and then in 2003, some extra rooms came available at Buckyett Farm, where I was based. So I turned one of those rooms into a cooking school and started the International Macrobiotic School in 2003. In some quite cramped, small rooms, but we taught, we had probably thousands of people coming and doing cooking classes and all kinds of different courses there. I started off in 2003 with the Looking After Your Health course, which is now a 5-day residential course. It started off as a course spread over time. Spread over about 8 weeks, really giving the basics of how to look after your health with a lot of information on Oriental medicine, Oriental health diagnosis, cooking, how to heal particular illnesses, looking at the emotional causes of illness and unhappiness and how to change those. And that course has been remarkably successful. We've been running it 4 times a year for about the last 20 years. So that makes probably just under 80 Looking After Your Health courses we've run. So I reckon that we've probably had about 500 people go through those Looking After Your Health courses. And many people have used that course to really turn their health around and sometimes really turn their lives around as well. So very successful course. Highly recommend it if you really want some substantial studies to really learn how to look after your health and turn your health around. Then in 2005, along with my then partner Marika de Koning from Belgium, we started a professional training in macrobiotics. I'd really learned how to run a really good 3-year part-time training in shiatsu. So I took that learning and wanted to apply it to macrobiotics, which was a bit of a different way of teaching in-depth macrobiotics to what was happening in other parts of the world. So I started this kind of 3, actually it's more like 3.5 year, because really there is so much to learn if one wants to become a really well-informed, experienced, proficient macrobiotic health counselor. So we started that course in 2005 and have been teaching it ever since. So 18 years now, we've been teaching this 3.5 year course. As you might already know, we have a foundation year, about 30 days. The focus is more on people establishing their own health, at the same time as learning the basics of Oriental medicine, the meridian system, emotional healing, lots of cooking classes, etc. Second year focuses on professional skills, becoming a health coach, well-being shiatsu practitioner, and a very good whole foods cook or chef, able to work in different places and also to teach cooking. And then a 3rd year course, which goes into the healing in much more depth, looking at how we can heal or help alleviate or support people with a very wide range of different health problems. So we've now had many people go through, many people do the foundation course. I wish I'd added it up before for this presentation. I should imagine it's probably several hundred, and quite a number of people who've been through that 3.5 year course. And we've had people who've done 2 years or 3 years go on to start to use it in their own practice, as part of their career, as macrobiotic counsellors, as health coaches, as cooks. We've had people start cooking schools, retreat centres, all kinds. And then really the next milestone for the school was in 2018. After renting rooms for a long time in a wonderful place called Buckyett Farm, which many of you have maybe been to, I managed to accrue enough money to buy Mertwell House. And my dream back in the 1980s was to create a centre, a residential centre with a great cooking school. And here you see the great cooking school, 12 individual workstations, a really beautiful space. So this is my dream from the early 1980s to create this. And I last got there. It took me about 35 years, but hey, got there in the end. Many of you have been here, so you know we have a wonderful house, teaching room downstairs, accommodation in the house and in the barn, and this amazing teaching kitchen, which I was dreaming about for years, with lots of space, individual workstations, 4 burner stations, everything people need to cook. So that was a big move, and it's really enabled the school to move on, to be able to offer more. Unfortunately, after a year of being here, the pandemic started, so not good news for a residential centre. But what it did, it was propel me into offering a lot of online courses, which were very successful, and that helped the school to keep going. And I also learned how wonderful online work is, because you can reach out to people all around the world, much bigger reach. And now the pandemic is gradually coming to an end. We continue to run a lot of courses online, which is just fantastic. Wonderful having people here. All of us staff love having people here and teaching in person and cooking and emotional work and self-development and oriental medicine and health diagnosis and shiatsu and so on. But actually things can work, education can work surprisingly well online as well. So we're continuing to run quite a range of classes online. Then since the pandemic, we're into this difficult financial situation, which is, definitely made it more difficult to sign up for more substantial courses. So we're working our way through this. We're doing our best to make our courses available. In particular, the foundation year course. If you really want to deep dive into how to look after your health, how to transform your health, how to really get in touch with yourself, how to do some emotional healing at the same time. The 30-day foundation course is a really good course to do, spread over 8, 9, 10 months. And we're offering a huge reduction on this course for this year only, around about £1,000 off the course, and which makes it, I have to say, incredibly good value. We have a whole team of teachers here. We have small classes, up to maximum 10, 12. So on all our courses, you're getting a lot of personal attention, a lot of personal tuition in the learning, and also a lot of personal advice as well. We have at this time, towards the end of February, we have a new foundation course, residential foundation course starting at the end of March, and an online foundation course starting at the end of April. Lots of things kind of developing in the school, despite these quite challenging times. For the last, this is the 3rd year that I'm offering supervision group for people who are health coaching or giving macrobiotic health consultations. Personally, I feel big need for people who've trained as health coaches or giving macrobiotic health consultations to have some backup and support. This exists in a lot of other complementary therapies, and it feels like it's been lacking in macrobiotics, and to really help people transition from qualifying and then moving into professional practice. Supervision is very useful. So I've been running those for 3 years now, which I really enjoy. Also, as a group, really, really grateful to all the staff of the school, present and also past. Quite a few people have come and taught and helped out and then moved on. And right now we have a kind of stable group of teachers who are really developing their teaching. Lara Holmes, Celia Duplock, Diane and Charlene Belushevic, Dave Sowden, Yvonne Hoyle, and Karen in the office, and other people as well. So we've got a great team. I'm really focusing on developing the teaching team, but in particular, so that school becomes stronger. We can offer a wider range of courses, and I can get out of me having to do almost everything. I'm very happy to pass it on to other people, so that the school can continue, and I can focus more on. I would really like to do some writing, produce some more videos, which we've started doing. A lot of people have signed up for our Macrobiotics Made Easy, 8-part, 8-video introduction to macrobiotics and macrobiotic cooking. This year and onwards, we really want to create some more of these kind of home study courses as well. So thank you very much for listening. I hope that gives you a little bit of insight into the International Macrobiotic School, and it's going to be here for a long time to come, and hopefully continue to develop and offer more of what is needed in the world. Really 2 aspects: self-help courses, cooking classes, looking after your health, showing people how they can look after their own health is a big part of what we do. We'd love to reach more people. Do tell people about the school. Direct them to the website so they can see the range of courses that we're running. And then the second aspect is the professional training, which I think is feels kind of strange to say, but I think is pretty unique in the world, actually, running a 3.5-year program. I think it's around 800 hours of classroom teaching, plus we mark a lot of homework during the first, second, and especially the second and third year courses. People are going out giving health coaching sessions, shiatsu treatments, health consultations, and they write up case histories, hand them in. We spend a lot of time looking at those case histories, but for me, professional training, this is essential. We learn the theory, then you have to learn how to apply it, and in learning how to actually give shiatsu treatments, health coaching, health consultations, you need guidance, you need help, and that's where you really learn the art. So yeah, those are the 2 aspects of the school. Recently, in the training courses, we seem to be getting more people who are already doing health coaching, who've maybe done a 6-month course. There's some quite short courses in health coaching with some good information, but it's more emphasis more on how to support people, and people are wanting to come here and do health coaching, where they're learning our approach, which is a lot of oriental medicine, and you're learning how to offer not only great dietary advice, tailored dietary advice, exercise advice, some basic emotional healing, and lifestyle, beneficial lifestyle changes, and also you could say that the spiritual side of getting more connected with our inner self, and our purpose in life and our path in life. So if you're already health coaching and you'd like to really add a lot of depth and new tools, then this please check out our foundation course, which you do first, and then focusing on the health coaching. So I send you all good wishes, and hope 2023 is going to be a really good year for you. In this celebratory year, we're going to plan a number of events through the year, both for the general public and also for people who've been here before, and for our students who've been on training courses. We want to organise some special events for you all. So we're just creating those now, so we'll bring news of those to you over the next few months. So good wishes to you all. Bye-bye.